Hi, it's Zach from Meridian Media, and we recently started shooting wedding videos in 360 degrees. Now, we've been working with 360 cameras and shooting weddings for a while now, but it's only in the past few months that we started to marry the two together. So we're going to teach you the reasons that you should consider shooting 360 wedding videos, the equipment that you'll need, and the unique considerations that go into 360 video production. .360 video allows for a level of immersion not possible by conventional cameras. When viewed through a head-mounted display, like the Oculus Quest, you can digitally transform viewers into guests, giving them independence to follow action and observe their surroundings. This could make for an immersive documentary for the couple, or be live-streamed to family and friends that can't attend in person. Even those without headsets could watch by clicking and dragging within a computer browser, or tilting and turning on a mobile device. 360 video can also be very flexible to edit, allowing you to convert spherized footage into flattened framed footage reminiscent of traditional video. By animating the frame position, you can actually mimic the pans and tilts of a video camera. And if you shoot with multiple 360 cameras, you can cut them together to form more dynamic scenes through coverage. Now Dustin is going to take you through some of the equipment you'll need to shoot 360 wedding videos.
Let's start by discussing 360 camera options. There are many 360 cameras on the market, coming from a variety of companies and falling over wide price ranges. We've used two cameras for our 360 wedding videos, and they fall into very different tiers. The Insta360 One X is an affordable, lightweight, and simple option for recording high-quality 360 video. At the time of this recording, it costs around $400 on B&H and Amazon. It's smaller than a cell phone, which allows it to keep a pretty low profile. The camera has two lenses, each covering 180 degrees of the sphere, which can capture photos and video. It shoots video in spherized resolutions of up to 5.6K, which is similar to flattened 720p. The camera provides intuitive manual controls, but has also proven to be pretty reliable in automatic modes. It's a great option for any videographer looking to get started in 360 production.
The Insta360 Pro 2 is a larger and more professional option for videographers looking for a higher profile 360 camera. At the time of this recording, it costs roughly $5,000 on B&H and Amazon, making it a much larger investment than its smaller counterpart. For that additional cost, you get a whopping 6 lenses. Having this additional overlap between each lens greatly improves its performance at stitching. The camera can shoot video in spherized resolutions up to 8K, similar to flattened 1080p. And it allows you to dial in every detail of the image that you would be accustomed to through a traditional professional video camera. Beyond choosing your cameras, you'll want to consider what mounting equipment to pair with them. Now, a camera as large and heavy as the Insta360 Pro 2 should really only be mounted on a tripod. But smaller 360 cameras can make use of VR monopods, which have less of a footprint both during the wedding and within the 360 footage. Suction mounts like this one could also prove valuable in certain situations, allowing you to mount 360 cameras on pre-existing structures like pews, arbors, or doorways. Because the captured sphere can easily be rotated, 360 cameras can even be mounted sideways or upside down.
Audio is another equipment consideration, and there are a variety of ways for capturing audio for your 360 wedding films. If the event is already mic'd for sound, it's often possible to just tap into the venue's soundboard using an XLR or quarter-inch audio cable. This would give you a clean recording of the sound playing through the venue speakers, and all you'd have to do is sync your sound in post. You could also use lavaliers to mic the bride, groom, and officiant. This will provide a more intimate sound, but it does require that you have a lavalier recorder for each speaker, either running wirelessly to a soundboard or wired to individual lavalier recorders. Another option for those looking for additional immersion is to use a 360 microphone like the Zoom H3 VR, which is both a spatialized microphone and a recorder. Placing 360 microphones near your cameras will simulate the perspective of sound traveling through the dimensional space. Once you've selected your equipment, you'll want to come up with a plan for several different production decisions that you'll need to make before recording a 360 wedding video. Storage and power are of utmost importance when shooting long-form 360 video. Since 360 video creates large file sizes, you'll want to ensure that your SD card capacity can accommodate the length of your event. You'll also want to test if your camera features a maximum clip duration and requires that you need to start and stop recording throughout the event. Internal batteries for most 360 cameras will not last through recording long wedding ceremonies. That means that if you need to rely on internal batteries, you'll want to give yourself coverage options for making battery swaps throughout the event. We find this too impractical, so instead we've chosen to power our 1Xs off of an external power bank via the camera's micro USB charging port. The Pro 2 requires too much power for this method, so it's best to run AC from an available outlet. If you take this approach, make sure that you hide and tape down the extension cord for safety.
The placement of 360 cameras is especially important to your funnel product. Because resolution tends to fall off at long distances, you really want to place your cameras as close as possible to the action without interfering with the ceremony or the experiences of guests. If using a large fanned camera like the Insta360 Pro 2, you will want to be mindful of noise and will want to pick a position that will remain fixed throughout the ceremony. While repositioning smaller cameras like the 1X is possible during an event, you must consider that the more you move or hover near 360 cameras, the more distracting you become in the recording. Understanding the sequencing and positions of different moments in the ceremony becomes imperative to coordinating camera placements and repositions. You will also want to consider what height to place your cameras at. While it's most immersive to pick a height close to the human eye line, you'll want to be mindful of seeing over guests, as many weddings will ask attendees to stand at several pivotal moments. Since it's best to keep out of the view of 360 cameras, you'll want to have a plan in place to monitor their view. Now, most 360 cameras can be monitored through a mobile app, but most mobile phones can only connect to one device at a time through Wi-Fi. That means that you're going to have a separate device for each camera that you shoot with. Some high bandwidth 360 cameras, like the Insta360 Pro 2, allow for monitoring via a laptop. No matter what device you utilize, apps like the ones provided by Insta360 are not just your way of previewing perspective, they also give you control of various camera settings like resolution, frame rate, white balance, ISO, and color profile. 360 is one of the fastest growing technologies in the video industry. Both 360 cameras and VR headsets continue to become higher performing and lower in cost. This is a great time to break into the field and apply this technology to wedding videos. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to our channel. If you have any questions about shooting 360 wedding videos, leave us a comment. Thanks for watching.